Hey guys, so I'm back, and right now I'm at the Victoria Freehouse for a yoga brunch. So I have myself a little mimosa, and I'm incredibly excited. This is actually my first time tasting mimosas, so it's actually pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I'm incredibly excited. I got my mat from so I even got this shirt from Five Below. So yay, Gypsy Soul. Yeah, so this is my way of, like I said last night, that this is my way of celebrating International Women's Day, and I'm not so sure if the ladies want to be recorded. So, but I'm just grabbing it, just toasting to every one of you all. So. I'm not sure if I got you guys because I had it in selfie mode, but yeah, we're about to get started in a few minutes. So, but yeah, more to come soon.
No, she flew in when I flew out. I had no idea she was coming. And then my mom told me it was
Not so sure. Not so sure, but what the heck?
I know. I was like, I'm glad they have time. Yeah.
Yeah, I also wanted to show the ladies this because I showed you the tarot deck last night, and yeah. I'll probably do this later.
It actually my name's Ash. Ash, that's how we wake up the boat ride and they grow all the food naturally. That's like they're never
You can do some stretch.
While we wait, just a little give it about 4 more minutes. So while we wait, does anybody have any injuries, anything I should know about as a teacher?
I have scoliosis.
Scoliosis. Okay, so are you more affected in your upper or lower back, or just the whole up and down the spine?
Well, right now I'm just like trying to stretch as much as possible, especially when I'm sort of cramping on this side.
Okay, so your right side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll give it my all.
Good to know, good to know. Well, I'm Ash. Is this anybody's first yoga class? That's another question I should probably ask. So we're going to do a little vinyasa style yoga. If you've never done that before, we move around a lot. I'm going to focus mostly on shoulders and hips. Any other special requests? I feel like it's winter, so we're all walking like this, clenching toes, so we're going to get into some feet stuff too. I don't tend to offer a ton of adjustments, especially in a space where we're kind of cramped anyway. I like to give you as much room as possible, but if at any point I come around and offer an adjustment that you don't want, just let me know. So, a couple more minutes. I feel like we should go ahead and get started. So we'll go ahead and get started in a comfortable cross-legged seat. And if for whatever reason the cross-legged seat is not comfortable for you, you can find something that is. So in our comfy cross-legged seat, let's take a moment and pitch a bit forward and move your butt back out of the way. And that's going to let our hip points roll a bit more forward. And then find some place for your hands to rest somewhere between your knees and your hips. Let your elbows hang softly to the side. And lift your ear tips up to the sky. Notice if you're really arching into your upper back, start to hug the rib points towards each other. You feel a little engagement in the core already, but nothing too intense. Relax your shoulders. Relax your eyes. Wiggle your jaw around. And then find stillness. Diving into your breath. Not changing anything or judging or making any assumptions, but just noticing the way it moves through your body. Noticing where the mind goes inside. Always bringing it back to the breath. The rise and fall of your chest, the rise and fall of your belly. Scanning your body and finding any places that are really holding tension. Maybe the knees are squeezing, maybe your butt's punching, maybe your hands are gripping. Soften where you can. Really arriving. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do it again. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Full deep breath in. Sigh it out. Exhale. Gather your hands at heart center. Lightly pressing the palms, lift your heart up to your thumbs and line your elbows up with your wrist crease. Begin our class by joining sound, energy, and breath, creating the vibration of Om together one time, kind of like a tuning fork, getting us all here, same page, same place. Inhale for Om. Reach your hands down to your thighs. And with an inhale, circle both arms out and up, rooting down to the system. Palms touch, exhale, hands back to heart center. We'll do that again. Inhaling, lifting the arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more, just like that. Inhaling, arms out and up. This time, take the left wrist in your right hand and we'll lean over to the right side. Pressing the left sit bones down, left butt cheek rooting to the mat, lifting up through the rib cage. So think about your armpit lifting up, your shoulders laying away from the ears. We'll come back to center. Inhale, switch the wrist. Exhale, lean over to the left. Now pressing down into your right hip bone. Feeling space in the right rib cage. Bringing the shoulders away from the ears as much as possible. Inhale back up to center, arms frame the ears. We'll twist to the right. Your left hand comes down to your right thigh. Right hand propping up behind you like a kickstand. Eyes to the mat, but on the right side. So over the right shoulder, but down to the floor so that we keep the neck long. Every inhale, lifting you up a little higher, lengthening your spine. Exhale, belly button in, twisting deeper. With an in-breath, unwind, arms float back up next to your ears. Exhale, twisting the other way. Right hand to left thigh, left hand propping up behind you. Chin still tucking in, ear tips lifting up. Feel this shaped breath. Inhale, unwind again. Arms up next to the ears, palms touch. Bring your hands down through heart center and forward. We'll come to hands and knees. So if your knees feel a little sensitive, you can always fold your mat a bit so that you have a little extra padding under the knees. And that goes for any shape that we take there. Anything feeling a little sensitive on the mat, padding up wherever you can. And then spread your fingers really wide. Tucking down into the palms, feeling the navel lift up towards the spine. Ear tips reach away from your tailbone. Tailbone reaches away from your ear tips. Eyes to the floor. We'll inhale, soften the belly, arch the spine, lift your eyes, pelvis. Exhale, pressing down to round and tailbone up towards the chin. Cat pose, empty out here. Exhale. Inhaling to sink back down. Exhaling to round. Starting to find this movement with your own breath. Anchoring down through whatever is on the mat. Feeling that softness in the belly. The suppleness of the spine. And then add any other movements your body might be asking for. Maybe it's rocking side to side, maybe a little shoulder roll, maybe the head circle. Starting to connect your movement with your breath. Come back to stillness, back to that hands and knees shape. Bring your big toes together, your knees as wide as the mat, and shift your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward. Balasana, child's pose. Think of this as your home base. Anytime you need to take a moment, take a breath, take a break, this shape is always here for you. And if this doesn't feel restful, find a way to make it restful. Maybe the knees a little closer, maybe the hands under the head, maybe the forearms softening. Build this shape up into your home base. Feeling the breath rise and fall through the back neck. Releasing any tension that may have crept back into the eyes or the jaw or the finger. One more deep breath in. Sigh it out. Just shift back to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Shake your head, yes and no. So lift onto the balls of both feet. Deep breath in. Exhale, relax your heels down towards the floor. Hands press down and forward to feel the tailbone roll up towards the sky. Relax your chin to your throat, eyes either to your knees or to your thighs. Keeping the hands pressing forward and down. Again, lift onto the balls of both feet. Lift your butt up into the air. Feel this movement come through your spine, rolling forward to a high plank, the top of the push-up. Heels press away from ears, reach away from you. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your knees to the mat. Keep your toes tucked. A little awkward here. This shape will bring the chest forward and down. So think like an inchworm mid-stride. The chin rests as well. Butt stays in the air. Ashtha Pranam, 8 prayer pose. Use your feet. Inhale, press forward onto your belly. Roll your shoulders back. Baby cobra, elbows hug in. Exhale over the toes, back to downward facing dog. Our first vinyasa of the day. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands press forward and down. Lift your right leg off of the mat. Bend your knees, circle it out. Keep the hands rooting, pressing. And again, reach the foot back. Deep breath in. Exhale, step it between your hands. Good. We'll release the back knee down to the mat for a low lunge. And here we have all this room. Come forward onto the top part of your knee, not the bony part. We feel this slope in the back thigh. Front foot is under the knee, so if it's forward or backwards, walk it forward or backwards. Keeping that alignment, please protect the ankle joint. And with an inhale, lift both arms up next to the ears. Relax into your back thigh and with the hip point melt down towards the mat. Shoulders roll back. Pinky fingers roll towards each other. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, frame that front foot. Tuck your back toes, step it back, downward facing dog. Rolling through the spine, come forward, high plank, top of the push-up. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Pranayama. Slide to your belly, lift your shoulders, point your toes, baby cobra. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Left leg lifts back and up. Bend your knees, circle it out. Keep rooting through your hands. Reach that leg long, inhale. Use an exhale, step the foot between the hands. Back knee lowers down, and then roll to the top of that knee as opposed to the bony part. Left foot under the knee. Hands framing that foot so we find our space, find our ground. And with an inhale, lift the arms up next to the ears. Let your hips relax forward and down. You feel all of this opening in the right hip crease. Navel in, hip points move towards each other, strengthening the core to strengthen the shape. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands come forward and down, toes tucked behind you, downward facing dog. Roll it forward, high plank. This time, with or without the knees, lower down, either knees, chest, chin, or halfway in chaturanga. Inhale, scoot forward, maybe baby cobra, maybe this time the arms straighten into up dog. Exhale over the toes, downward facing. Soften your knees, take a nice slow walk to the top of your mat. And fold in half as you rise. Ragdoll. Feet at least 2/5 of distance apart, that's important. Maybe a little wider, maybe not. Definitely not. And then you can take opposite elbows, maybe to add a little weight, you can sway side to side. Keep rounding through your feet and shift your weight towards your toes without lifting your heels. The knees can soften here, we don't want to lock the knees. Find stillness, release whatever you're holding on to. Tuck your tailbone, press your feet down, we'll roll it up to stand nice and slow. Tadasana, step your feet closer together, maybe all the way to touch, maybe not. Wherever you feel the most balanced and grounded. But check out your feet and make sure that they're parallel, they're not turned out or pigeon-toed. Feet are like railroad tracks, parallel. Big toes on the same plane, one foot's not forward or backward. Then press down through all four corners of the feet. Spread your toes really wide. Anchor down, tuck your butt under, lift your heart up, and let your wrists feel heavy. Chin tucked in slightly so you have all this length on the back of the neck. And from this place, we'll inhale the arms out and find your largest wingspan. Exhale, dive forward. Fingers line up with toes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Eyes on the floor, ears reach forward. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank pose. Deep breath in here. Exhale, lower down halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, scoot forward. Find your little back bend. Exhale, over your toes. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Let's go onto the balls of both feet. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees in between your thumbs. Inhale, walk, step, or maybe a little hop to the top of your mat. As you land, reach your spine long, fold and half, and then relax it, let it go. Press into your feet, find a reverse swan dive. Arms lifting you out and up, deep breath in. Exhaling back to Tadasana. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, arms lifting out and up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, up halfway. Plant your palms, move through your vinyasa, stepping back, lowering down your legs. And inhale, scoots you forward. And exhale, brings you back. Finding that breath to movement connection. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Breath to movement connection. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, travel forward your way. Walk, step, or hop. Lift your spine halfway up. Fold it over. Exhale. Press into your feet. Move through your largest wingspan. Arms out and up. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Let your eyes close. Find your balance. Find your stillness. Feel as if your hip points can meet each other under your belly button. We'll activate the bottom part of the floor. Bring everything strong from the foundation up. Shift your weight into your heels. Deep breath in, arms lift up. Exhale, bend your knees, make your hips. Sitting down into this invisible chair. Utkatasana, chair pose. Also called lightning bolt or powerful pose. So let this feel powerful. Ground your heels. Relax your shoulders with your heart. Deep breath in. Palms press, straighten your knees, fold in half. Inhale, lift up halfway. Find that length in the spine. Press your palms. You can move through a vinyasa or step right back to down dog. Your choice. Arriving down dog, relax your head, press your hands forward and down. Focusing weight specifically between your pointer finger and thumb. And from your down dog, lift your right leg back and up. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. The back heel is going to turn down onto the mat. Both heels line up. Arms lift up next to the ears. Warrior one. So keep pressing the front foot down and forward, just like your hands in down dog. So we don't dump all of the weight into our front leg. Keep the back foot pressing too. The back pinky toe anchoring down to drive your left hip forward in space. So again, thinking about those hip points wanting to find each other. Left hip is traveling forward, right hip is staying put. Walk your front to the right. And then release your arms out to the feet. Thumbs turn down. We'll reach behind our backs, interlace fingers. And with an exhale, fold forward. Keep pressing your back foot down. Humble warrior. Ear tips reach forward, knuckles reach back. Find that space in the shoulder. Release your hands. Inhale, arms lift up next to the ears. Exhale, frame the front foot. Move through a vinyasa or step right down dog. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, left leg lifts back and up. Exhale, step the foot between your thumbs. Back heel spin down, line those heels up. Arms up next to the ears, front knee bends, warrior one. And pressing the pinky toe side of the back foot down to keep the hips in a line. Arching the back, hug the ribs towards each other. It's kind of a bit better in the back and a little deeper. Step your left foot, that's the front foot, one step to the left, arms release out to a T. Behind your back, opposite thumb on top, so the upward one. The one that doesn't naturally want to go. Knuckles relax down, heart lifts up, exhale, hinge forward. Humble warrior. Still anchoring into those feet, not jumping forward or back. Release your hands. Inhale, arms up next to the ears. Let them float down. Exhale, frame the front foot. Move through a vinyasa or step right to down dog. breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale onto the balls of both feet. Bend your knees, look forward. Travel with an in-breath, walk, step, or hop. Land with a long spine, halfway up. Exhale, fold it forward. Anchor your feet, reverse swan dive, arms out and up. Tadasana, hands by your hips. We'll go back through chair pose again, bending the knees, sinking the hips, lifting the arms, deep Tadasana. Heels drive down. Find your breath, relax your eyes, your jaw. Bring your palms to press, straighten your knees, fold it down. Inhale, lift up halfway, eyes to the floor. Exhale, plant your palms, move through the vinyasa or right to down dog. Pressing the hands down and forward, lift your right leg back and up, deep breath in. Exhale, step that foot between your thumbs. Back heel is going to spin down again. This time, look at your feet. Front heel lines up with the arch of the back foot. Back foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. Lead with your left hand. We'll reverse cartwheel up to warrior two. Arms out to a T, eyes over your front middle finger. Now we're going to do a little weight shift just to feel our exact alignment. So reach your heart forward, reach over the right finger, and then reach back. Now find someplace in between. Straighten your front knee, relax your glutes, give it a little shake, and then rebend that front knee. It's going to be a little softer now. Front palm flips up, let's reach it back, still bending into the front knee, radiant warrior. Tap your front knee a bit to the right. So you feel this inner thigh opening here as you press that knee a little bit to the right. Relaxing the back hand. One more inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Right fingers reach forward. Elbow to thigh, left arm up and over. Side angle. Turning the palm down towards the mat. Again, pressing into both feet equally. Feel like you could rip the mat apart with your feet. Really anchoring down. Inhale back up, warrior two. Straighten your front knee. We'll slide the left hip back through like you're pushing a door closed. And then reach your right fingers forward. Bring them down to your calf, maybe your ankle, maybe all the way to the mat. Left arm lifts up into the air. Triangle pose, which we said Trikonasana. If you bring your hand more towards the pinky toe side of your foot, you'll feel a little more space in the chest. Still anchoring the back foot down. Inhale up to stand, hands to hips, front toes turn parallel to the back toes. Check out your feet again, put them on the same plane, so if one foot is forward or backward of the other, find that even plane. Maybe even pigeon-toeing a bit here. Hands to hips, we'll fold in half. As you come down, release your hands, maybe onto fingertips, maybe to your ankles. Relax your head in this wide-legged forward fold. Not locking the knees, keeping them a little bit soft, sending your weight towards your toes and lifting your heels. We'll turn the right toes, those are the front toes, back towards me, and then walk your hands around to frame that foot. The back foot can skip in a bit to make this a little more accessible. Heels line up. The back toes again at a 45-degree angle. So we're kind of walking on this little tightrope here, stretching out the right hamstring. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up to frame the ears. Exhale, open the arms to a T. Thumbs turn down, reach behind your back, take opposite elbow. Back foot presses down, we'll fold in half. So not coming all the way down, just coming to this 90-degree angle, maybe with some form of the body. But the point is that when you can't fold anymore, relax your chin, but keep your place between your shoulders reaching forward. And then press the front foot down and forward, bless you. So we keep the hips lining up. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Inhale, come back up. Release your hands, step your back foot forward. And then we'll dump all of that weight into the left foot. Pick your right foot up, bring it to your ankle, your calf, or up to your thigh. You can use your hand for that one. Anywhere but your knee. Vrikshasana, tree pose, hands press at heart center. Find something on the floor 3 feet in front of you that's not moving. Focus your gaze. Find your drishti. Again, think about those hip points trying to meet each other. Core is strong. Maybe the arms lift up. Take an inhale and the hands separate. Keep the fingers active. Spread your hands really wide. Find your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the arms. And release that front foot. Shift side to side, maybe the arms travel with them. Loose movement in the upper body. And then step the feet back towards each other. You'll take the weight, we'll bend the knees, take the hips back to your toes, maybe put back the arms. The toes can lift here, sit way down in your chair. We've been here a few times. Palms crossed, straighten the knees, fold it down. Inhale up halfway. Plant your palms, move through a vinyasa or step right back to down dog. So your way. Hands anchor, left leg lifts, backing up, deep breath in. Exhale, step the foot between your thumbs. Back heel lowers down, front heel lining up to back arch. Cartwheel with the right hand first, warrior two. Again, right away, feeling that tension between both feet, like you're going to pull that mat apart. Everything acting down and out. Left knee tracking a bit to the left. And again, we'll straighten that front knee, soften the glutes, give the hips a little bit of a wiggle, and then re-bend into that front knee, anchoring the back foot down. Adjust your ribs back. Front palm flips up, reach it back, radiant warrior. So bending deep into that front knee and tracking it just a bit to the left. Open down into the feet to lift that arm up. Energy from the ground up here. Use an exhale to come back to warrior two. Left fingers reach forward, elbows to side, right arm up and over, side angle. Feel this energy from your back pinky toe to your top middle finger. Find your breath. Come back up, warrior two. And then straighten the front knee. And thinking about those hips in the back, sliding that door shut. You're going to reach the left fingers forward and then release the hand down. Calf, ankle, or maybe your front foot. You find your front foot, travel it more to the pinky toe side. This gives this top arm so much more room. Yeah, a lot more space there. Triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale all the way back up to stand. Front toes turn parallel to the back. Again, putting them on the same plane, maybe a little pigeon toe action. We'll get into the shoulders again. Arms out to a T, thumbs down. Reach behind your back, interlace your fingers. Then relax your shoulders down. Fold in half, lift the knuckles. Relax your head. Feet anchor down, inhale all the way back up like someone's pulling you the lever. And release your hand. We'll turn the left toes back towards me, and then just take a little forward fold here, stepping the back foot in. Again, finding this little tightrope action. Heels line up, back foot at a 45-degree angle. The right hip, that's the hip behind you, is coming forward. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, out to your feet. Thumbs turn down. Reach behind you. Put the weird elbow on top, so the one that doesn't naturally want to go. And then line your hip points up. We'll fold over the front leg. Pyramid pose, Parasana. And when your body's like, nope, we're done folding, that's cool. Relax your head, but keep your neck reaching forward. Keep pressing the front foot down and forward so that we put more weight in the back foot. Inhale, come back up. Back foot steps forward, release your hand. We'll shift that weight into the right foot now. Left foot to your ankle, calf, or pick it up and put it on your thigh. Anywhere above or below your knee. Find your drishti on the floor in front of you. Bring your hands to heart center. Find your breath. Hip points try to find each other. Ear tips still lifting away as the right foot presses down. And then maybe the arms reach out with an in-breath. Hands can separate, keep the fingers active. The more active the body is, the more we hold the shape. One more inhale. Exhale, hands out and down. Release the leg and shake it out. Breath. Shake out your wrists, your head, toes. And step the feet together. Tadasana. And so pressing down into the feet and keeping these legs active, we'll tuck the chin and start to roll down through the spine. Feeling this difference, up energy, down energy, right? The torso is being carried down by the weight of the head. The legs are still active from the feet pressing down. And as you fold in half, inhale, lift up, halfway. Plant your palms, option for one final vinyasa today, or right to down dog. Bring your knees to the mat, sink your hips to your heels, come to child's pose, Balasana. Find your breath, find the ease in the face, the eyes, the jaw. The breath rising and falling through the back. Come up to hands and knees. And then just a little transition here. Cross your ankles and sit back. Bring your feet down. Do that. Yeah, just a little fancy way to get there. So we're gonna play with a little more core, a little more balance, coming into this seated balance shape. Bring your hands behind your thighs and start to lean back. You'll feel the tailbone root down. And from there, pick up one foot. And then pick up another foot. Hands can come down to give you a little extra support so you can find that balance place. And then maybe you can test the balance there. Navel in, ears up. Maybe the hands stay here. Maybe the arms reach forward. Keep breathing. Smile, it helps. Maybe we stay like this, or one final step here, maybe we begin to straighten the leg. Just playing, just feeling where you can. If you roll back, you're not that far away from the ground. 3 more breaths here, wherever you are. One more. Exhale, bring it down, round over the knees, hug them in and rock side to side. Relax your head. And keeping the feet where they are, we're going to shift the hips forward and roll onto our back. We'll go at an angle here. And as you come down, lift the hips just enough to roll your tailbone up towards the ceiling so that your back is as flat to the mat as it can be. So you want to feel the hip points tucking up rather than finding a lot of space in the back. Press your feet down, bring your hands down next to your hips. And with an inhale, lift both hips up. Bridge, Setu Bandhasana. Notice if you're clenching your butt here, that's pretty common, but try to take that out. Instead, focusing on pressing the feet down, on the thighs traveling towards each other, on the shoulders anchoring down. One more full deep breath in. Exhale, roll down top to bottom of the spine and let your knees windshield wiper side to side. Come back to that original shape. Feet under the knees, hands by your hips. I'll offer one more back bending shape today. You can take bridge again, or if you want to go further, hands by your ears, fingers towards your shoulders, coming all the way up into wheel. So your choice, bridge or wheel, inhaling to lift up into your shape. And if you want a little assistance, you want to try out wheel, you're not sure about it, I can always help you get up there. Just go to where it feels accessible and comfortable for you today in your exploration, your practice. And a look. Yeah, well, I can blow it out in 3 seconds. Down into your head. Elbows travel towards the top. Coming down whenever you're ready, using your breath. And as you arrive, hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side, roll in a little circle on the low back. A lot, right? A lot of opening. Bring your arms out to a T and let both knees come down to your left side. Yeah, you can use that cactus arms if you don't have a lot of room, right? So bring at the elbows. If you touch another yogi, you said to be good luck, so there's that. Everybody's like, I'm touching everybody, I need it. Fill this shape with breath. Let your shoulders relax, let your eyes relax, twisting out to reset the spine of your back bending practice. And inhale, knees back to center. Exhale, let them go to the other side. Being aware of the space. Softening into this twist. Fill the shape with breath. Full inhale. Sigh it out. Do that again. Bring your knees back into your chest. And then take the pinky edges of your feet and happy baby. So you can explore here. You can straighten one knee and then the other. You can just pull the feet down towards the floor. You can circle your ankles.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe a little rocking, maybe a little stillness. Breathing into the hips and the shoulders here. Hug your knees into your chest. Cross your ankles and roll up to sit. So bring your feet down, knees up. Hands behind you. We're not doing any more balancing. Now we're just getting into some hip openings. And then cross your right ankle on your left thigh. We're coming into a figure 4 here. This is a hip opener. And the beauty of this hip opener is if you want to go deeper into it, this bottom foot can walk in. And your hands can press down and back so that you get deeper into the right hip. Relax your foot, that top foot. Bottom foot kind of needs to be active. We're going to keep that going so we can keep the stretch going. 3 more breaths. You walk the left foot in, walk it back out first, and release this. Let's bring the right leg long, left knee in, and we'll do a little counter stretch, a little micro twist over the right leg, and fold. Not a reach to your toe, this is head to knee pose. Even if your head doesn't reach your knee, it wants to travel more towards your knee than your ankle. So don't reach here, relax, round the shoulders, tuck the chin. The right hand comes inside of that right leg. We'll lift the left arm up. Find a nice opening, shoulders closed. And then bring it all the way back up for the other side. So right foot down, hand to catch you. Left ankle crosses on the right side. This side can be different than the other, so just give it permission to be. Walk that right foot in as much as you like to get a hip stretch in the left side. And then just like we've been doing, pressing that right foot down and forward to get a deeper stretch. Relax your left foot. Two more breaths here. And walk the right foot out. We'll release the left leg and bring it long. Right foot in. A little micro twist to the left and we'll just relax overhead. If you're feeling a little crunchy in the low back, move your butt out of the way. Pick it up and move it behind you. I do it all the time. Move your butt, move your thighs. Sometimes it's not going to go on its own. You need a little relaxing here. Left hand comes inside of that left leg. Right arm reaches up, opening this into a twist. And really press your sit bones down to lift up into this. Letting the right arm carry you all the way back up. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out to either side. And definitely move your butt back here. We want the hips to be as forward as possible. It's going to give us a head start. It's going to make this much more accessible. So bring it behind you and we'll hinge forward, not rounding the shoulders here. Instead, thinking about the spine lengthening out of the hips, the ear tips reaching forward. Eyes to the ground. Padasana, bound ankle pose. While you're down here, you might want to massage out your feet. You can. Your hips there. They work hard for you. And we'll hands back up. So we're going to take another deeper foot stretch. I know it's winter, it's cold, it's been snowing, so we crunch our toes when we're walking around. So we're going to take a nice little foot stretch. Come to hands and knees. I'll face this way. And then you'll tuck your toes. So give yourself enough space in your knees that your toes can tuck fairly easily. And that's going to be different depending on your anatomy. Every body is different. Walk your hands back and then come to sit on your heels. Hands can stay down, or for a deeper stretch, climb them up to your thighs. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Relax as much as possible. 3 more. One more deep breath in. Sigh it out. Come back to hands and knees. Tap out the tops of your feet. And then sit through one side. Bring the legs long. One final stretch before Shavasana. Again, move your butt out of the way. Pick it up. Put it behind you. Hip points travel forward. You have a lot more length here. Feet flex deeply. Inhale, both arms out and up. Feel the sit bones ground. Exhale, hinge forward to fold. No matter where your hands are on your legs, keep reaching the shoulders forward and up. So finding that diagonal rather than collapsing inward. We're going to get deeper into the hamstrings and protect the low back and the shoulders by reaching rather than rounding. Keep the feet flexing. Action in the feet, action in the legs. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Walking forward, ankles block off to the side, chin to throat. Find a little rock side to side. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. And take any final movements, fill out any layers you might like before Shavasana, our final shape. Body temperature does tend to drop in Shavasana. I'll turn the heat back on so that we can back that. And I will come around. I will come around and offer a shoulder press with rose oil for Shavasana. If you don't want to be touching Shavasana, I don't want rose oil. Hand in the air, and I will notice if you. And I was like, no, press my shoulders. I'm on it. I understand. I feel that. So as you're ready, come to lie back. Let your eyes close. Finding Shavasana. Just be aware that I will be walking around, so don't worry, I can see where I'm going. I can knock your things over. Your legs are going to have to stay as they are. Squeeze your hands into tight fists. Squeeze your toes, squeeze your eyes, squeeze your jaw. Deep breath in. Exhale, stretch it all out. And then let it go. Begin to deepen your breath and invite small movements back into your body, wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Being mindful of the space around you, take some kind of full body stretch, maybe off at the elbows, maybe arms overhead. Curling into a little ball on whichever side is comfortable for you today. Feeling how you feel. Bring it back to this place. Begin to build yourself up with eyes heavy or closed into whatever seat is comfortable for you. Allowing your hands to rest somewhere along your thighs. Noticing if the eyes are squeezing tight, you soften that space between them. With your tongue and wiggle it between the top and bottom row of teeth in the back. And find your stillness. Relax your low back, lift your ear tips up, deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Full inhale, sigh it out. We'll feel our practice as we begin with the vibration of Om together one time. Hands at heart center, heart lifts to thumbs. Full inhale for Om. Bring the base of your thumbs to rest between your eyes. And lift your gaze to invite wisdom in. Fold inward with gratitude for your practice. The light in me recognizes the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
My name's Ash. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. We're doing brunch downstairs. We'll go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much. This was great. Hopefully there will be many more of these.
Hopefully
We're
too.
making this a successful first attempt.
I heard there's a second one in on June, I think June 8th. I guess it's according to Facebook, but sometimes you just never know.
You never know.
What? So it went pretty well. I hope I got like some of me in it, but I highly doubt that because I was just mostly focusing on the yoga. As you can see, then I'm trying to do, but I'm just letting you guys know that everything's okay and it's amazing. So yeah, so like what Ash said, that we're about to go downstairs for some brunch. Still on my mimosa break, and I even got 4 water bottles in my bag. So good thing I'm actually prepared anyway. So yeah. So I'll see you see you back in a few minutes.
My left side is better now. I don't know why I was like right here, but I get back into
But the wheel I thought would hurt my skin.
Thank you so right around the corner.
Any of you guys like to do a little tarot reading? Nope. Okay. A tarot reading. And the best part is actually with female icons on the cards, so it is really cool. Oh, shoot.
Oh, of course. I mean, I know that like traffic is crazy out there. There's like the flower show and all that because here there's like a little something on Market Street. Yeah. You probably Oh, and there's bottles of water there. If anybody wants to grab a bottle of water.
I actually have 4 bottles in my bag.
I just started yoga a few years ago. So that's why I'm trying to. I thought there was more flexible a year ago.
And just like works. Plus it's really comfortable. I see out and she would say how and it's kind of feel it, but it's more and more yeah, so it's about really soft and you're like everybody wants to keep their back in your back end, but that's just tensing the low back. But if you let that go, it's like
It was a good start. I thought it was gonna hurt my back.
Yeah, so like just about it. A lot of back bending and just like easier. You know, you don't want to like push too hard. Then when you put your ground, like yeah. A little more gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find that pretty much, I want to say everything. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of bridge poses. Right into that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm working with a private student, but has to do bridge pose every practice, and she's now working on getting up into wheel. Blocks help too. I think blocks against the wall, if you ever have them. Framing your head, that gives your hands a little more lift, and so you get easier. Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
Do you want me to roll mine tighter?
Mine's thick, that's right. With those little travel mats that are like pull up into this tiny square, and I practiced on one. Yeah, I practiced on one and it's really like thin. Yeah, but I mean it's grippy. So if you don't have like knee issues or whatever, yeah, it's pulled into this tiny square.
I almost saw one. I saw one at your square.
Yeah, I have one that builds in my backpack. It's pretty thin, but this one was like, yeah, it was right out. It's so compact. Do anything.
Yeah, there's always a pro and a con somewhere.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Yeah, so they do shows up here. I'm a performer, so I've done shows up here. Yeah, I mean, I guess I usually do.
I'm they're like stage.
Yeah, so it makes sense that we're just not moving this.
I can just carry my mat.
Everybody facing one leg.
It worked really well.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, if I'm demoing anything, it's gonna be
Maybe
easier.
we can just tie it with it instead of using the belt. You got that size.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Just a little tension.
It's not. It's so weird that I actually carry 4 water bottles on my way over here in my bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good enough for now.
But you carry it. It's gonna go.
Spring loaded.
Maybe I moved it one day.
Yeah, Brunch downstairs.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, shoot. Thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ash. No problem. I'll make a word around for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm on my way down to the brunch. And it took me a while to like put back on my jeans and like roll up the same Wow. Okay. Mind if I sit next to you?
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. So you're out by. Oh, so where we were.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be careful as much as possible. Nobody wants anything falling except gravity itself.
Are you guys going to stay in the area for the day? Since you're out here, so you're visiting. Are you going to just hang out in the city?
Some of my roommates are like doing like the Aaron Express thing.
Oh, Airbnb? Or...
No, it's like that St. Patrick's Day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Dad looked it up. See, all this St. Patrick's Day parade, 229 days.
So you're going to head to that?
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds like a good day. And the weather picks up, so.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's
good
like,
for this.
It's like
Yeah,
a
no
little.
rush. You can take your time.
Okay.
This is all that.
I didn't know you could also I thought you came like a little bit. Do you guys want to like?
Oh, no, we're not together.
Oh no, we just met today.
Oh,
It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
okay.
wanna, like,
Yeah.
But I love how you two definitely match with green and white.
Oh, yeah, for St. Patrick.
We're gonna go
Oh,
to
yeah.
that parade.
That's why I was trying to wrap this up together, so like the green layer.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's staying somehow. Pretty grippy Velcro.
Let's just hope it's just like on the last day. Let's hope it stays there. If
Yeah.
you want help to try again, just let me know. I
That,
have like a
that
tight
is so good.
grip hand.
Have you ever had, you had product cleaning and stuff. When you went to that too, did I take it in the morning with me? That's good.
What in the world are rashers? I see rashers here, rashers here.
Oh no.
Just send Brunch.
Yeah, it is.
This is really good. I like, that's what I had, was a scones every afternoon with tea when we were in Ireland.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, I think it's exclusive to the breakfast side of the menu. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess you just don't feel like you know what.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I always wanted to try a Bloody Mary, but I'm not so sure.
Okay.
If you're hungry, it's good.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
You know, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
a little
them.
more hearty.
I feel like I would always be in the mood for mimosa, but like it's more rare to be like, oh, I would want a Bloody Mary because it's not sweet. Right?
No,
it's like
it's
a,
more if you're
like
hungry,
a
like
spicy
comes with,
tomato stuff.
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
But like I'm in the mood for the mimosa. Mimosa.
I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, that's complimentary, so at least you wouldn't have
There's a
to.
Earl Grey.
Yeah, what I'm trying to look up. What was like included in this?
So there's one for the class, one for the brunch, and then each present a brunch option
Yeah.
for the brunch segment of the yoga brunch. So yeah, essentially the breakfast section, I
Oh, the
believe.
breakfast.
And then you get an extra mimosa complimentary drink.
So we get 2 mimosas.
Yes, two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't get one coming in. Yeah, you get 2 per person.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if they have any bourbon. I thought they don't.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Thank you.
What are rashers?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, bacon.
Yeah, I'll get
And what are bangers?
It's a
Okay.
sausage.
Are both made out of pork? Oh, crap.
I'm looking at the drink.
Do you want to get one?
No, I like the mimosa.
So essentially, can I do the vegetarian bowl without the eggs, make it a little more vegan?
Yes,
Later.
the vegetarian sausage does have cheese in it now.
Oh, it has cheese in it.
So we have
Okay.
you can order if you wanted to order. The vegetable curry is vegan.
You're fine.
The vegetable curry is vegan.
Okay. Then, yeah. Is it possible to do that?
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah. Thank you.
I think I'd like to have the full English breakfast, but instead of the rashers and the bangers, may I have the vegetarian sausage and also some mushrooms in there as well?
Oh, raisin, okay.
Sure.
Is it big or is it too
I don't know. Ask him.
Thank you for the alternative option.
No worries, of course.
Do I have to pay for the Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary?
Yeah.
All right.
And yes, you asking another mimosa? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, another mimosa here.
We
So
can start
we
with
wanted
this.
to have this separate from the occasion, the stone.
How many? Is it just one stone?
It's one scone, but you can
How big is it?
they're like
Some stones are little, some are small.
no, they're like
Yeah.
they're like a decent size.
Okay.
Okay.
And we came in a little late, so we didn't get the mimosa
Okay.
upstairs.
So two per lovely
Yeah.
But I don't know what I want for breakfast.
Okay, sure, yeah, come back around.
Thank you.
One more question. The tea option, what tea is it? Is it like
Oh, it says on the back.
Yeah, we
a
have like
breakfast
Sorry.
tea? Oh, no, it's worth
we
it.
have breakfast tea, we have cafe, we have
Well, instead of the second mimosa, may I have the breakfast tea instead?
So I'll do Earl Grey.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
They
you.
also have the,
Yeah, but I think
the Earl Grey.
the drink.
Wow.
But I think he said we had to pay for extra on that.
Yeah. So those
I'm just saying, I saw that and
Yeah,
I had a London fog dessert a couple weeks ago somewhere that was really good. It was,
So
a little cup. It's like,
I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go.
I like